Hey Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your money reading for whenever you are led to this message. Let's jump right in and start by pulling a topic card to see what part of your life is most being impacted by money right now. And we have values. So let's pull a card and see what the most important question is that you need to ask yourself right now. And what we have for you is deserving. What is your first reaction to the word deserve? What does this teach you about the energy you bring to your relationship to money and receiving overall abundance? So what this feels like so far, Aquarius, is that there's a question, I think, around the value that you're receiving for the work that you put in. This feels like a situation for someone who might be looking to sort of expand. Like, it almost feels like somebody is trying to get a promotion or sort of getting to somehow get to the next level of financial stability. And there might be a question around whether or not you have done enough, whether or not you have sort of shown your value to a customer, an employer, something of that nature. And it almost feels as though something hasn't been enough. And you're wondering how far you might have to sort of stretch yourself in order to get what it is that you want. There feels like a bit of struggle energy that's surrounding this reading so far, and whether or not you have earned what it is that you're looking for. It doesn't feel like there's a sense of, well, I'm owed something, or, you know, that you're looking for a handout, or you somehow feel entitled to more. It feels as though whatever this is, you want to do it the honest way. That you want to make sure that you're giving as much as you're receiving in terms of work. It feels like that you only want what's fair and what's right, what you've earned. So let's get into some tarot and see if we can get some additional information. We're going to start first with you, my Aquarius, and we have for you the King of Wands in reverse. What's crossing you? What obstacle or challenge are you facing? Okay, that's a lot of cards. We're not going to take all of those. What obstacle or challenge? We have the Eight of Wands that's crossing you right now. So what it feels like is that right now, Aquarius, you seem to be in a bit of a frustrated energy, right? That you are almost losing optimism or excitement for what's next, because it feels like it's been a little bit stagnant, that this sort of message that you've been waiting for, this opportunity, has not yet come in for you. And so I think as a result of that, you're losing a little bit of hope that you're going to be able to increase your finances to go to the next level of your career, whatever it is that you're doing right now. Let's take a peek at your immediate past. What happened in Aquarius's immediate past? Okay, we have two cards. We have the Two of Cups, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So again, Aquarius, it feels like, based on the energy that you're in right now and the challenge that you're facing, that in the recent past, it almost feels as though you may have been passed up for an opportunity that you may have really truly enjoyed. Something that you thought would sort of be the best of both worlds, something that aligned with your skill set, with what it is that you wanted to do going forward. And for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like that opportunity came towards you. And maybe that's what sort of puts you in a position of thinking that you haven't done enough, that somehow you're not deserving of what's next, of what it is that you're looking for. Let's take a peek at what's going on in your immediate future. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So the Seven of Pentacles, when it's upright, is somebody who is sort of waiting very patiently. They're looking at the seeds that they have sown, this foundation that they are working on building, and they're waiting on growth. It doesn't feel though as that in the immediate future you are going to sort of wait for this to come. Now let me take a peek, because I would love to see if that's because you're just like, well, no, it's not meant for me, or if you're finding a different path forward. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse that came out for you. So this is someone who is no longer in their head. They're no longer standing still. Wow. And we also have the Strength card. I did not see that flip out. It took me a minute to register that. But this is somebody who is now taking action. They are not sort of sitting passively and waiting for things to come to them. It's almost as if they're squaring their shoulders and marching ahead and saying, you know what, this is mine. I've earned it. What do I need to do to get it? Maybe there's a different approach. Maybe there's a different path. But I'm not just going to stand still and accept this or the lack of whatever this is. So this feels like someone who is kind of doubling down on their intentions when it comes to earning more money, when it comes to taking the next step. This is not someone who's going to remain in this limbo or give up. So taking a peek at what's in your subconscious right now, we have the Magician in reverse. And this is someone who I think is a little bit doubtful. You know, deep down, there might be some negative self-talk about whether or not you can transform this situation. Again, whether or not you have all of the tools that you need, and if you've done enough to get to this next level. It feels as though there's a little bit of nagging doubt that's within you. And so there could be that little voice inside your head saying, no, you don't have everything you need to do this. You might as well give up now. And in your looking in your conscious, what you're already aware of, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is being left out in the cold. This is experiencing lack. So what you think about now is that you're missing out on something. You might be missing out on this opportunity that you know could be good for you. You're missing out on additional finances, things of that nature. So there is a huge sense of dissatisfaction right now, I think, with where you are. And it's something that you think about. Now, I'm not getting the impression that you're completely destitute or anything like that. It's just very much a feeling of someone who's frustrated, who's just saying, you know what, there's more than this. I could be doing better. I could be doing more. It's there. I can't figure out why I can't get it, because I literally see it. I can feel it. And so that's sort of what's percolating around in your conscious mind, this feeling of not having. So taking a peek at the advice that Spirit has for you. Advice from my Aquarius collective. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Two of Wands. So this advice, this is someone who is sort of taking a step back, right? They're not really giving so much right now, but they're looking out on the horizon and they have the world in their hand. So this to me indicates that you have options. And it feels as though Spirit is saying that now is the time to, in this quiet moment where things feel kind of stagnant, this is time for you to, I think, double down on what it is that you're offering, what it is that you've done, and figure out another path forward. Because I think whatever road this was that you were taking before may not have been the right one for you at this time. But it feels like Spirit is saying there's another path. You just have to give it some thought and then take action. It does feel like it's going to come to you. Like it almost feels as though you're going to have this aha moment where it's like, this is how I get to the next level. This is how I'm going to make more money. And you're going to be able to act on it then. Looking at any external factors that are around you. Okay. We have the Lovers in reverse, and we also have the Three of Cups. So even though right now, I think what you don't necessarily see that's sort of swirling around is that even though things are not ideal for you right now when it comes to money, when it comes to career, there is going to be cause for celebration. There is going to be an opportunity for you to just sort of celebrate with others this next iteration of your life. This is going to be a time for you to celebrate going to another level, making more money, being more abundant, being more stable. In your hopes and fears position, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And again, I think the biggest fear that you have right now, amidst all of the frustration that you're experiencing, is not having that stability, not having that abundance of finances that you're looking for, that you've been working towards. It feels as though because of this frustration, because of this sort of opportunity that wasn't provided to you before, has you in this thought where is it actually going to happen? And that goes back to this energy of, sort of questioning yourself of whether or not this next step is meant for you. Now let's take a peek at your potential outcome. See what the potential outcome is for my Aquarius collective. We have the Ten of Wands, and we also have the Emperor. So I think in terms of your outcome, Aquarius, the Ten of Wands is a burden, right? And tens are also typically indicating sort of the ending of a cycle. So what it looks like is that you are sort of laying down the stress from what it is that you experienced before, this opportunity that didn't come for you, that you weren't able to take advantage of for whatever reason. It feels as though you're stepping out of that energy and you're stepping into a place where you are much more stable, right? With the Emperor energy. This is someone who's a boss. This is someone who is very solid, secure. They have a good, strong foundation. And I think that that's going to be the result of you identifying a different path forward to make money or otherwise get to that next level, and you acting on it. So you are sort of fully stepping into your boss energy and pursuing this idea that comes to you. So let's grab one last oracle card, see what final bit of affirmation Spirit has for you. Okay. And what we have for you is, I can always tell a different financial abundance story. What anyone else has or does not have has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way you utilize the non-physical energy with your thought. Your abundance or lack of it in your experience has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing or having. It only has to do with your perspective. It only has to do with your offering of thought. If you want your fortunes to shift, you have to begin telling a different story. So Aquarius, up here, right in your subconscious, we talked about having this feeling of lack. And the energy surrounding this reading is whether or not you're deserving of financial abundance, financial stability. And there may be times where you look at other folks and say, well, why were they able to get this type of opportunity? Why are they able to make this money? Why? So it almost seems like a little bit of, sort of internal competition that may pop into your head every now and again. And we saw that with the subconscious, right? With the Magician in reverse, questioning whether or not you have what it takes. And maybe looking at other people and comparing yourself to them. But Spirit is saying that, yeah, you do. You absolutely do have what it takes. You just need to shift your thinking. And Aquarius, I think in your case, that this shift in thinking is going to open up a new avenue for you. It's going to sort of turn on that light bulb for your aha moment and how to get what it is that you're looking for. This celebration, this something that you love, something that's going to lead to this 10 of Pentacles and this Emperor energy. So Aquarius, things are looking good. So just take a deep breath and just shift your thinking and watch the answer come into you. But then make sure that you take action so that you can sort of put down this stress and step into this new chapter of your financial life. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Aquarius. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.